Welcome back to my channel. My name is David Feldman, a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'd like to help you build a great marriage. Truth is, we all want to love and be loved. However, sometimes it can be difficult. We get stuck in a spell of disconnection and coldness that douses out the goodwill between us and our spouse. Today, I'm going to teach you the best way to reconnect with your partner and bring back the natural love you two already share. Stay tuned. None of us get into relationships to be unhappy or in some cases miserable. But unfortunately, that's what can happen when the temperature grows cold between you and your spouse. When there's a lack of love between you, fighting increases and gets more intense. Kindness disappears and solitude sets in. In therapist jargon, when this happens in your marriage, you and your spouse become mingles, married singles, living together but really living apart. One of the biggest obstacles to gratitude lays in our own perception. In our reality, our spouse is actually a wonderful person. I know this is true because you fell in love with him, didn't you? You are not a moron or a fool. Obviously, if you chose him, he must have had a lot of great qualities. But the problem is that we just don't see it anymore. We have trained ourselves to focus on the negative, what's not going right, for so long that we can't even see all the things we once loved about our partner. I have a friend who recently bought himself a 65-inch LED screen. The picture was so bright and beautiful, you needed sunglasses when you watched it. A few months later, he told me that he was returning it. When I asked him why, he explained that 3 pixels had gone dead. But there are over 8 million working pixels on this TV, I said. All he could focus on were the 3 dead pixels. Unfortunately, this is how we become in our relationships, always focused on what's wrong in a sea of what's right. So, how do we combat this? How do we maintain and even increase our love and passion for each other? My number one go-to, the best way to flip the love switch is always gratitude. When we cultivate the attitude of gratitude for our spouse, everything changes. We see them differently. We see the world differently. We speak to our spouses differently. And most importantly, we treat them differently. One of my clients in the couples workshop was on the verge of divorce. For years, she had been struggling with battling negative conversations she had been having in her head about all the things wrong with her husband. He didn't do this, and he should have done that, and if he had only been this, etc. We all know this hamster wheel. I gave her some gratitude exercises, and in her words, a miracle happened. Those negative thoughts and conversations disappeared. Instead of hearing negative messages about her hubby, she learned to see him in a more accurate and positive light. Once she began to focus on all the things he was doing right and all the ways he was a wonderful man, her entire demeanor towards him changed. And more than that, with all the positive energy coming his way, he changed as well. He became more confident, more loving, and passionate. He started leading in their relationship in ways he hadn't done in years. And he started expressing loving feelings towards her in return. If you want to build a great marriage, an everlasting relationship that withstands the ups and downs of our crazy life, then work on seeing the good in your partner. Start focusing on what they are doing right, not wrong. And then let them know every day. For example, does your spouse go to work? That means that they are financial contributors. Does your spouse exercise? That means they care about their health. Does your spouse connect with your children? That means that they are a good parent. Does your spouse show up to work on time? Can hold down a job? That means that they are responsible. And don't forget to let your spouse know every day how much you appreciate all their efforts. You will be amazed at how you see them differently, how much happier you become, and how much better your relationship will be. If you need any help with this, check the notes below to download my free gratitude guide. This will give you a great start on letting your partner know how much you appreciate them and rebuilding the love and passion between you both. Thank you for joining me in this video. If you want a great marriage, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you never miss another opportunity for you to build a great marriage. God bless, and see you in the next one.